Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well out there. Welcome to my channel, Donegal Rail. My name's Mark. A few weeks ago I was in Cardiff, so I went to Lord and Butler's model railway shop. Now in the back of that shop they got a great second-hand section, and I picked myself up this Bachmann Class 108 3-car DMU set. So we're at the workbench here. Let's get this open and have a look at it. So it comes in 3 separate boxes for each carriage. It's DCC ready. They told me when I purchased it there's no chips in it. And it takes 2 chips, one in the power car and one in the trailing car to control the lights. So let's just pop it out. Now, I did a little bit of research on this, and these were produced by Bachmann from 2008. Now, this is a very nice looking model. It doesn't seem to have any scratches or blemishes or anything on it. It looks in very, very good condition for a second-hand model. Looking on the wheels, there's actually not much wear in the wheels. So I'd say this hasn't actually run very much at all. So we'll get the other carriages out. Now it's got head and tail lighting, it's got interior lighting. So here's the middle carriage. Again, it's usual Bachmann quality, nice detail, sprung buffers. It's got the blue interior. There's the corridor connection for that end. Clip that on. Okay, and the final one, the trailing carriage. There we go again, sprung buffers, nice detailing, nice roof detail. Undercarriage detail. So they've got internal lights, they've got all wheel pickups to power the lighting, and I believe this one has to have a decoder in it too, so I've got 2 decoders to fit to them. Again, that's got all wheel pickups on the main. This is the section with the motor in it. It's quite heavy, so it should be good for traction. And again, all wheel pickups for the second carriage, the centre carriage. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to test it on DC. So we'll set up the rolling road, put it on there, make sure it all works. Here's the power car set up on the rolling road. So we'll apply some power and see if it runs. Oh yeah, there it goes. Only applied a little bit of power and away it goes. The lights are on the front. I can swivel that around so you can see. So, although this is a second-hand item and it should have been run in by the previous owner, it's a good idea just to let it run in as if it was new, because then it will give it a test if there's any problems. Lord and Butler are very good, so if I have any issues with this I can go back to them and say, look, it's not working, and they can either fix it or refund it. They're a very good shop. But I'll let it run now, 10-15 minutes in one direction and the same in the other, just to make sure everything's working. Then I'll go and fit the chips in to the power car and to the trailing car, and then we'll set it up on DCC and have it running on the layout and see how it looks. I've had it running in for half an hour in either direction. It's ran no problems at all, which means it's good to go and do the DCC conversion. Now, to take the body off on this particular model, I need to take this bogie off here because there's a screw underneath I need to remove, and then the body is held on with 4 clips, 2 either side. So we'll get this bogie off. It's just a screw holding it in. Put that to one side, keep the screw with the bogie. And you can see it's just this screw here that I need to take out. Again, it's very handy to have a little screwdriver set like this. I picked it up in a pound shop for £1. Well worth it. Now what I have here is some bits of plastic I've just cut up. This is just from an old margarine tub, something like that. And you need to gently prise away the side. You don't want to be too rough with this. And put that in where the clips are. Now you find that a lot of model railway bodies are held on like this. And you will, with practice and experience, find out where the little clips are. Don't rush, take your time, because you don't want to damage it. So just slide them along to where the retaining clips are. And then when you turn it over, it should just pop off. Maybe I don't have it in the right place. Nope, still doesn't want to come. Oh, there we go. Just like that. Now inside you can see the lights at the top and the connections that go from the main body up to the light connection, so you just got to be very careful of these. They can be very delicate. You don't break them. Move that to one side, and we can see here we have the socket. And pin 1 should be marked. We've got pin 8 marked here and pin 1 down here. When I take it off now, the camera should be able to pick it up. So again, just get a flat bladed screwdriver, and again just take your time, be careful, gently prise it up. There we go. Now with these, when I take these blanking plates out, what I do is I put them back into the box so I know where they are if I need to remove the chips. Right, so I'll go and find the chips and then we'll come back and fit it. So for the motor bogie, I'm going to use this DCC Concepts Zen chip. I haven't used these before, but I'm sort of trying different chips now just to see if there's any difference in performance. So there's the chip, and I'm just seeing to see how do you know which one is pin 1. I can't see any markings on it. Exactly how do you tell? Right. When in doubt, refer to the instructions. I'll have a read of these and then I'll come back. So I figured out which is pin 1 on here, but looking at it now, it's not actually going to fit in there without fouling these copper contacts for the lighting. So I'm going to have to use a different chip. I've got a Hornby chip here. So I've identified pin 1, it's marked on there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's where the orange wire is. That's always pin 1. And you can see on here, for some reason, they've got pins 4 and 8 marked. So we'll pop that in. Again, just lining up all the pins with the holes very carefully. And then Gently applying some pressure. This is very fiddly because of where it's situated. But just take your time, gently making sure all the pins are lined up, applying gentle pressure just to push it home. The last thing you want to do is bend any of these pins. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but my camera person's tummy is rumbling. Right, I'm going to put this down now. Do this off camera because it is being a little bit fiddly. So I'll come back in a second when I've got it pushed in. After 10 more minutes of fiddling, finally got it in. The chip is sat up there. The purple wire that comes up that was loose, I just snipped the end off that so it wouldn't hit anything in short. So I'm just going to put a little piece of insulation tape over the top of this, just to help keep it in place. Now, it's a case of putting it back together, then I'll put it on the programming track, program it in, and then we'll run it. So I'll go and do that now. It's all on the track now, ready to go. I haven't put a decoder in the last carriage because I was going to use the Hornby one on that and I had to use it in the driving carriage, so I'll need to pick up another decoder at some point. But one of the issues with this, and the camera's going to pick it up, but the lighting in there, basically it has a light, an LED at this end and that end with a piece of plastic going through to act as a light tunnel. It doesn't work very well, so as a result it's brighter at both ends. Not a major issue, just adds to the atmosphere. So let's give it some power and let's get it going. It runs quite well. It's got the directional lighting on it, so we should be able to pick those up now as it comes forward. So I'll get some other trains running and then we can have a bit of a running session. I've got a few trains running on the layout now. So there's the current star of the show, the Bachmann Class 108 DMU. And also we have running my King Charles II Bristolian, which I done a review on a few weeks ago. If you want to, you can check that out. And I've got my Flying Scotsman with some LNER teak coaches, doing a rake of those. And somewhere around here should also be the Rocket, which has stalled on the points. So I'll leave you now with a few running shots of my trains running here. Don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe if you're new here. Also check out my channel members, and if you'd like to become a channel member and support the channel, the links are in the description down below. One thing I'd like to say is, as I say, I purchased this from a shop, second hand. I got a far better price for this than I did on looking at them on eBay. The cheapest one I found on eBay was £220, and I got it in the model shop for considerably less. It's a good model, very good condition, no blemishes on it, works perfectly. I think whoever owned it before has hardly used it. And also buying it through a model shop, you get a little bit of guarantee with it. and you're also helping your local model shop stay in business. So if your model shop does have a second-hand section, do go and check it out, see what bargains you can pick up. Hope you enjoyed that little running session and a look at my new purchase of the second-hand Bachmann Class 108. So please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time with a new video. Bye for now.